Here we go!
Bunnings, formerly known as Bunning Bros, which is established by Arthur and Robert Bunning in 1907, is currently one of the largest hardwood suppliers in West Australia. In February 2016, the mother company of Bunnings, Wesfarmers, bought the hardware chain, home base in the UK, for €340 million. It tries to copy and paste the Australian model over the UK under the assumption that British customers would get on board or even understand in the slightest. In 2018, after a difficult period and mounting losses, Wesfarmers sold the UK and Ireland Bunnings. The 24 stores already rebranded as Bunnings would revert to the home base name. Since the establishment of Bunnings, its strategy mission is offering the best furniture and service to customers with lowest price. The training and performance of employees are the core value of Bunnings. By living values and operating sustainably, Bunnings keeps building up and earning the right to serve its customers in the future. There are some competitive advantages of Bunnings. It ensures the lowest price by reducing the cost of customers. Based on a better brand for the same product, the cost of Bunnings has 66% less than other retailers. Based on resource-based model, it has the product mix right, loyal and well-skilled retailer team, outlets in the right location, and innovation with their packaging and promotions. Bunnings focus on the internal culture and service. It improves the service with a strategy that emphasizes an emotional connection to the business, an integrated role with local communities, and strong focus on leadership at the individual store level. Bunnings has different sales methods. It has products with higher quality than other retailers, although others have cheaper price. Before Bunnings entered in UK and Ireland, it was already a successful hardware retailer in Australia.
Alright, after we described about the competitive advantages of Bunnings, it is important to analyze its internal environment. Bunnings cooperate with many suppliers and the government to ensure the stable timber sourcing. Additionally, the purchase of home base and the 3 other house brands it owns can also be the resources. On the other hand, there is a really strong internal culture within Bunnings. Everyone in the company has the same opportunity to perform. It could easily cheer the employees up. To identify the cost position of Bunnings, it is necessary to analyze Bunnings' value chain, which means the primary and the support activities. Bunnings has a stable supply chain, that's what I said before. For operation, there are many workers, machines, and industries for Bunnings to operate. The distribution, marketing, and sales are finished by the employees in the shop, and the main services for Bunnings are transporting, installing, and repairing the products for customers. The value can be mainly gained from the sales and service process. To analyze the internal environment of Bunnings, SWOT analysis could be helpful. Obviously, there are many strengths for Bunnings. The very low price of products and the project of loyalty could benefit Bunnings. The professional employees in Bunnings are all experts in their area. And of course, the special and free training service for the customers to DIY are also fantastic. However, it still has weaknesses such as there is no online purchase platform for Bunnings currently. I know there was an online search function for Bunnings, however, it just lasted for several months. Moreover, if the customers fail to make the products themselves, DIY, it may create a negative attitude towards the brand, and it will decrease the service awareness of customers. Because of the lack of online purchasing, Bunnings has the opportunity to provide an online platform for the customers to expand its business. Lastly, there are many similar hardware retailers in Australia and it may become a threat to Bunnings. On the other hand, the reducing global economic growth will affect the investment on house and apartment, which means the demand of customers about hardware products will be lower.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the external environment and we'll do an analysis on Bunnings UK, specifically demographic, economic, political, and physical. First, we are going to look at demographic, which I'm going to talk about is age and sex. From this infographic, we can observe that the UK in 2016 mid-year population has the highest percentage of people who means between the age of 45 and 49 for males and the age of 50 to 54 for females. Understanding this statistic and data allows us to further develop our strategy and recommendations based on the growing trends in target market. Followed by occupation. From this infographic, we can infer that in 2016 there is a higher percentage of elementary occupations in the UK. Reading from this data, it allows business to recognize the probability of whether the products and services is able to attract higher target audience. The following factor that we have to consider in the external environment is economic. Some of the key figures here to take note is the GDP, government deficit, and inflation rate. The government deficit in UK is 2 times more than Australia. This can be explained by the higher inflation in the UK. Businesses in general seek to participate in stable economies with robust growth outlook potential. Nevertheless, the world's present economic environment is fairly uncertain. As for the political factor, the people of the UK gave their answer in June 2016 when Brexit happened, shocking the world by voting to leave the bloc when they joined in 1973. Complicated separation issues paved the way for uncertainty about the future trade relations. These might deter off investors. For the external physical environment, we consider about initiative policies that the government act on. Lastly, I'll explain about the reasons for its decline. The first reason being insufficient cautionary measures taken by Bunnings to reduce the risk against political instability. Secondly, they failed to learn from mistakes made by Master's international expansion. Bunnings failed to capitalize on the expertise and experience of the local team, and instead they removed them. Third, they were unable to adapt to the demands of the market. Fourth, as quoted by Stephen Foles, they state that Homebase used to sell home stuff, for example, picture frames, rugs, lamps. His customers included families, moms and dads, retirees popping to see if they could brighten up their home. Now it's more like DIY and more for workmen. On top of that, Dello, a former senior executive at Britain's leading hardware chain B&Q, stated that the UK market has evolved over the past 10 to 15 years away from people that understand DIY themselves. People prefer do it for me instead of do it yourself.
Now I'm going to talk about the Bunnings competitors. It has many formidable competitors in the UK, such as B&Q, Argos, and Wico. Today I'm going to focus on B&Q and Bunnings. If you want to know more, you can look at the slide. Bunnings is the second largest family and horticultural supply chain in the UK. Currently, they focus on coastal leadership and product differentiation. In the future, they plan to open more stores to increase market shares. And its capabilities are ready to analyze by my group members in the WOT analyze. Then the Bunnings' strongest competitors is B&Q. It is the largest family and horticultural supply chain in the UK. Its focus on cost leadership and strong organization culture. Their future strategy objective is increase product range and increasing store size. It is so powerful because its capabilities that are highest market share in DIY and home improvement retailer market in the UK. Next, I will introduce the Bunnings delivering superior value. First one is product attributes and user features. Most products of Bunnings are needed DIY by customers. They buy it and do it by themselves. It can reduce Bunnings' manual cost. That also can reduce buyers' overall cost. And Bunnings offering free delivery. Customers don't need to pay extra delivery fees. That can save money for customers. Second one is tangible. Bunnings' tangible resource is a striking logo. We can see from the picture it's very colorful and striking, and its whole house is dominated by green. Such a prominent logo and bright house is very attractive. Moreover, Bunnings provide children's playground. It's convenient for mothers who take child to shopping. Third one is intangible resource. Bunnings do charity every year. Last year, they spent more than 35 million on contribute. They use different ways to help others, such as product domination and garden makeover. Not only that, they also try their best to reduce environmental pollution, achieving better and more efficient use of resources. Those practices all bring good reputation to their brands. The last one is signal value. Bunnings has simple packaging that make buyer easy to see the real goods. The buyer can make decision by quality, style, and color that they see. Bunnings not only has simple packagings, but also offer low prices to consumers. Lowest price are just the beginning. This is Bunnings' slogan, as the home improvement is an essential part of the daily life. The state lowest price is definitely attractive and valued by the customers. That excellent quality and reasonable price for customers.
And now we will be talking about Bunnings UK international strategy and 5 forces model. It is very important for every manager to understand that using the correct international strategy and the correct analysis from Porter 5 forces model will grant us a strategic view for us to achieve our competitive advantage. According to our research, we believe that Bunnings UK are competing in the DIY home improvement market. By the year of 2013, a research done by PR Newswire believed that at the end of 2016, the predicted growth rate for this very market will be 1.35 per annum. But at the end of 2017, the actual growth rate is actually 4.1%.
The detailed analysis can be found in the slides submitted and in the description down below. So, the result for the Porter 5 forces analysis are bargaining power for customers is high, the bargaining power for supply is low, the threat for new entrant is low, the threat for substitution is high, and the industry rivalry is high. We strongly believe that the DIY home improvement market in UK is not longer attractive.
So, according to the analysis of Porter 5 forces model that we did, we believe that the market is not so attractive, which means entering this market at 2016 will not be a wise choice. If we look at the timeline graph that we are showing, we could understand that after the first year, West London joined UK DIY home market, it reported a loss of $89 million loss. And one more year later, they closed down almost 40 stores in total. Therefore, it's not surprising that West London will retreat from UK market at the May of 2018.
Okay, here are some recommendations for Bunnings to improve its sales. Firstly, as I mentioned in the opportunity part of SWOT analysis, it could be really helpful for Bunnings to expanding their online stores by allowing customers to purchase products or services online. Some AR and VR technologies could be also used by Bunnings to enhance customers' online shopping experience, and the use of AI and machine learning to study customers' behavior patterns before making strategic business decisions could be also very helpful. Those are my recommendations for Bunnings.
So, To add on the recommendations, we recommend that Bunnings buy political risk insurance. Organizations that have international operations use this type of insurance to mitigate their risk exposure as a result of political instability such as the Brexit. So in addition, we also recommend that Bunnings offer a futuristic self-checkout store, which in turn reduces overhead labor costs as customers can have the ability to self-checkout. And the last recommendation will be to solve the trouble of delivery and assembling by forming a strategic alliance with Airtasker. Airtasker is a company that allows users to hire temporary workers to deliver purchases and assemble furniture. Bunnings customers can then get a quote on how much they would cost to assemble and deliver. Thank you.
And finally, the last piece of recommendations that we would give after analyzing the Porter 5 Forces model and international strategy that Wesfarmers implement into UK market is simply that Bunnings UK or Wesfarmers Bunnings UK should take a slower approach where they could simply purchase a new subsidiary inside one of the major cities such as London and slowly build customer loyalty, Wesfarmers brand names, and reach a goal constant growth over the years, which allows them to earn profit and slowly take market shares over the years. That's all for the videos today. Thank you all and goodbye.